In this video, we will demonstrate two main activities of this lesson: the shadow matching game and the digits interpolation notebook. The information of the other activities is very straightforward, and the corresponding details can be found in the paper. The user can start playing this game by clicking play. There's an object in the middle, and the user can rotate this object using the arrow keys on the keyboard. The user can update the position of the cube by dragging them around. There are 3 shadows on the left, and the goal of the user is to recreate 3 shadows and match those on the left. So now this part is lit up. This is encoder. That means if we want to create shadows, we want to do decoder. So if we click the key D on the keyboard, this part will be lit up. That means we're in the decoder mode, and we have our first shadow. Now we can rotate this object and click D again. We'll have another shadow corresponding to the current rotation of the object, or the third one. Okay, so in the decoder mode, the user is not allowed to move the cubes. So we want to go back to the encoder mode by clicking E. Now the user can update the cubes again. Now if we want to rotate this object to a perfect position, we can click the key S to snap it to the closest position, like this. Now let's try to finish this game. Okay, once you have an object, you can drag this deep blue cube such that the entire object will be moved to the position you want. Now we can snap it to match the first shadow and click D. That's the first shadow. And now this side, click D. This side, click D. Now once you finish 3 shadows, the timer is going to stop and you can create a screenshot. There is a hard mode for this game as well. The user can click the N key on the keyboard, and this object with 27 cubes will pop up, and the user can play with it to match the shadows. The user first needs to click the wrong button next to the setup, and the user will see a green check mark indicating that this block is finished. But for these 3 blocks, users need to select the correct options. Now just make sure we run all 3 blocks and see green check marks. For this block, we can click this run, and we will see it's telling us which digit we need to draw, because we define 3 and 7, so we first need to draw 3. Click finish. We draw 3 again. Click finish. Draw 3 again. Now this process is to provide data for VAE to train. Now we've already drew 3 times. Now we need to draw 7. The user can also define how many images to draw. For example, here we use 3, but the user can use whatever numbers they want, and it's going to provide more data for VAE to train. Now, after we successfully created the training data, we can click retrain to retrain this VAE to learn our style. And now we can get a very nice interpolation. Okay, so now for the advanced users, they can play with the advanced sections. So the first section will compare the test set or the input to the reconstruction or the output. This is the larger version of these 2 comparison. The first one is from input, the second one is from output. This is the random sampling from the latent space and the reconstruction from the decoder. Now the last part is to cut a small square from the latent space and to visualize every single point, and we'll get this very nice morphing or interpolation among multiple different categories of digits. And of course, our work is based on previous works. Thank you for watching.